Good morning, church, and welcome to today's Children's Moment. I'm glad you could be with us today. In a few minutes, we're going to hear a passage from the book of Acts that reminds us of how Peter hung out and even baptized people who others in society considered not worthy of his company. Throughout the Bible, we're reminded over and over again how Jesus taught his disciples how important it was to make other people feel valued and show them love. Jesus worked hard in his ministry not only to talk about how to be kind and to show love, but he worked hard with his disciples to give them examples and show them how important it was to love others by sitting down and having meals with them, baptizing them, healing them. It was important for Jesus to make sure his disciples knew that every person, no matter what their differences were, no matter what nation they came from, their cultures, whether or not they had diseases, how important it was for them to feel valued and loved. Some of Jesus' most memorable moments were sitting down and having a meal with them. Every Sunday, we have the opportunity to have a meal with Jesus. We call that communion time. And even though we haven't been meeting in person, we still have that time on Sunday mornings to gather virtually with our church community and with our families in our own homes and have communion together. It might not look the same as when we're in the sanctuary, where we're taking little cups and having little pieces of bread together. But in our homes, we might be doing it differently with maybe a snack, maybe some breakfast food, maybe some coffee and orange juice instead. But I really think it's okay that we all share communion a little bit differently and have different elements that we use during these times that we're away from each other. After all, Jesus emphasized that differences were good and that all of us are different and can participate in communion in different ways and know that we're still loved. And it's a meal that we have to remember each Sunday, to remember his love for us and to remember that we're all children of God, made very differently, yet we're all made in God's image. So this week, as we move ahead, I hope my younger friends can connect with others either by phone or online, or maybe even in person and being socially distant from each other, that they can talk about how much they appreciate their differences with each other and still enjoy each other's company and show that love, friendship, and kindness to one another. It's what Jesus would want us to do. I bet you can find some creative ways in doing that, even when we're forced to act a little bit differently during the pandemic. I hope everyone has a great week. Stay well, be safe, and I hope you can share God's blessings in new and special ways this week. Have a good week, everyone. I'll see you again next week.